Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelly and I am a physical therapist. In today's video, I'm going to share a 10-minute full body stretching routine that someone can follow along with from start to finish. This will be really gentle, but everything will be down on the ground. If you want to see a video for stretches done seated in a chair, I am going to be creating another video on this, so be sure to subscribe down below to see when that video comes out. We're going to go through a series of stretches starting from the top of the body, working our way down. Each stretch will be held for 20 seconds with a light to moderate stretch, and then you'll have 10 seconds of rest as well as transition time. I will talk through each stretch as well as some modifications as we go. So let's get started.
This video is part of a series in collaboration with Lymphestrong's Move That Lymph and Lymphestrong fitness groups. Be sure to check out the description below for more information on these groups and all of the wonderful resources.
So first we're going to start with the neck, and we're just going to do neck rotation. So we want to tuck the chin down, look down, and then we're going to roll one ear to the shoulder and then back to the other ear. And we're just going to go back and forth, nice and gentle. Try to get some mobility in the neck. Good. And then relax. The next one we're going to do is we're going to do a stretch for the side of the neck or the upper trap. This is where we hold a lot of tension. So we're going to go ear to the shoulder, gently look down. And if you want a little bit more of a stretch from there, you can either put your hand across to your opposite shoulder and gently press down, or you can pull the top of your head down nice and gentle. Holding for another 5 seconds. Good, relax, and then same thing on the other side. So it will end up being ear to the shoulder, a little bit of look down, and then you can either push down the shoulder or gently pull on the head. So get into that position and hold. Good. Okay, we're gonna move down to our side. So we're gonna work on stretching out the front of the chest. So laying on one side, what we're gonna do, put your hand behind your head and gently open up till you feel a stretch across your chest. Nice and gentle, mild to moderate. You can take a nice big breath in and then let your breath go, sinking further into that stretch. Hold for a few more seconds. And then gently come out. Good, we're gonna stay on this side for the next one. We're gonna put our arm out in front of us, touching the ground, and what we're gonna do is make a large circle. And so trying to touch the ground as much as possible, come up and around, all the way around as much as you can, and then come back to the starting. We'll go up and around, feel a stretch as you come around, as much mobility and as much, the largest circle you can make, all the way back to the front. From there, we're gonna get up and we're gonna rotate to the other side, or just go ahead and roll over. We're gonna do those two again on the other side. So first one, we're gonna lay on our side, hand behind the head. We're gonna rotate open till you feel that stretch. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath in, feel your rib cage expand. And then when you let your breath go, sink further into that stretch. Good, keep holding for another 5 seconds. And then gently come back out. And then we're gonna switch to the large circles again, so arm out in front. And you're gonna make as large of a circle as you can, putting your hand on the ground. So up and over and around, all the way around. And you can keep going through these 20 seconds. Good, and relax. Okay, now we're gonna go onto our backs. What we're gonna do is hands behind the head, okay, knees bent, feet on the ground, and from there, let your legs fall over to one side. You'll feel a stretch down the side, around your back, and maybe across your chest, depending on what's most tight. We're gonna hold this side for 20 seconds before moving over to the other. So take some nice big breaths and breathe through this. Good, back to the middle. And then we'll switch, but we'll do the same thing. So knees bent, hands behind the head. And then when you're ready, we hit those 20 seconds. You're gonna rotate over the other direction and feel that stretch. Try to keep your shoulder blades on the ground. Take that breath in and relax it all out. And we hold for about 5 more seconds. And we'll come back to the middle. Okay, we're gonna roll over onto the stomach and we're gonna do a press up. And so some people will only be able to press up towards their elbows. Some people can press up all the way. Whatever you feel like you can tolerate, just try to relax into the low back. You'll feel a stretch in the front. And just gently hold or come down to your elbows if you need to. Try to keep your back nice and relaxed. Okay, from there, we're gonna come back up onto our knees. And we're gonna go into a modified child's pose. We're gonna reach out, but we're gonna reach over one side. So go down and then reach over towards the right. Feel a nice stretch along the side. Take some breaths into it. And out. Sink into that stretch, reach as far out as you can. And then come back to the middle. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna reach over to the other side in that child's pose. And so when we're ready, reach out as far as we can and then walk your hands over towards the opposite side. When you feel that stretch, take a nice big breath, feel your rib cage expand. And out. Sink further into that stretch. Good. Come back to the middle and up. Next, we're getting into a half kneel. Place one leg in front of the other. You might have to pad something under the knee for comfort, but we're gonna just gently lean into this hip, okay? Think about squeezing the glute nice and forward. Should feel the stretch down the front. Make sure you're not arching into your back. Make sure you keep your back nice and flat as you do. Just be a stretch to the front of the hip. 3 more seconds. Go ahead and come back, and we're gonna switch and do the same thing on the other side. Leg in front, make sure you don't arch into your back, keep your pelvis tilted, and then just gently lean into it till you feel that stretch in the front of your hip. Good, 5 more seconds. If you feel it in your back, make sure you do your pelvic tilt so your back is nice and flat. Go ahead and come on out of it. Okay, we're gonna go down onto our backs. Next, what we're gonna do is take one knee towards the chest and gently pull straight up. The other leg can be straight or bent if you have any back issues, but gently pull. If you have any knee issues with this, you can hold behind the knee, but pulling straight up towards your chest. 3 more seconds. Good, and relax. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So you'll end up pulling either in front or behind the knee. Other leg can be straight or bent. And then when you're ready, we're gonna pull up till you feel a nice gentle stretch. If you feel anything in your low back, try bending the other knee up just to make sure your back stays flat. A few more seconds. And relax. Good, next we're gonna stretch out the hips. We're gonna take one ankle, cross it over the knee, and from there, if you can, grab behind that other knee, and we're gonna pull up. You should feel this in the hip that is crossed over. If this is a difficult position to get into, we can go back to single leg, but we wanna pull it across the body. A few more seconds. And relax, so same thing, other ankle over opposite knee, grab behind the knee and you're gonna pull up, or take that knee up again and then pull it across your body instead. And you should feel this gently in the opposite hip or the one that's crossed over. 5 more seconds. and relax. Okay, we're going to take one leg, we're going to finish with hamstring, so hold behind the knee to about 90 degrees of the hip. Then what we're going to do is just straighten the knee up in front of you until you feel that down the back of your thigh. If you want, you can add gentle ankle pumps, pulling your toes towards your head. You'll feel a stronger stretch. This is a little more neural tension. You can go back and forth, but try to stay into a stretch behind your thigh. Good, and relax. Same thing on the other side. So hold behind the knee about to 90 degrees, and then we're going to go ahead and straighten the knee out, and you can bend the ankle back and forth for nerve flossing, but make sure you have some tension on the back of the thigh for a hamstring stretch. This is your last stretch, so keep pulling for the last 5 seconds. And relax down. And that's a really simple and basic full body stretching routine. This can be done any time of the day or even multiple times a day if someone would like. If you're looking for more intermediate or mobility exercises, be sure to check out my other videos, and I will see you all next week for another video. Thanks, everyone.